oceans rise, my soul to rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine.
Welcome to the Passion Behind the Art Show. It's all about diving in with individuals to learn the story behind their passion. It's your host, Daryl Pinnock.
Well, today I want to welcome Dose of Hanna on the podcast. This has been long awaiting, and it's so awesome to have her on. She's an epic musician, like awesome vocals. Hopefully she'll sing for us at the end, but I'm just so excited to have her on the podcast.
Thank you so much.
All right, so to kick it off, how did this love for music start for you? At what age, and what was the story behind it?
Well, okay, I can't remember the exact age that I fell in love with music because music has always been a huge part of my life. Singing and playing instruments, I started at the age of, I think, 7, 8 when I started playing piano. I played for 2 years or so, and then afterwards I kind of just pursued it on my own. I started doing it, like listening to music and playing by ear. So that's how I play now. I know a lot of people assume that I play it so well and I know what I'm doing, but like I really don't. And as for singing, I don't know. In the beginning, when I first fell in love with music when I was younger, it was really just like, like singing catchy songs and like, everybody loves music. I don't know anybody who doesn't love music. But afterwards, it's really like the passion that I have now, it's really for worship specifically. I remember the first song that I ever fell in love with was I Surrender by Hillsong. I don't know if you know it, but it was just so powerful. And I didn't know that there was that, like you can feel that kind of power through music. And I just really fell in love with singing worship because I don't know, it's not so much about like my voice and the way that I sing it. It's really just about like me and God, and it's just so personal. And the fact that you can do it as a unison, like everyone together too, and it just share that same power, it's just so beautiful. So as for the age, I don't know, like I've been singing since I was probably like 4 or even before that, just like mumbling, I don't know. But yeah.
Awesome. So when someone hears Hanna, what should they be feeling? What should go through their mind? When someone hears your music, like what are you trying to express through it?
I hope that when people hear me sing or whatever the case may be, I hope that they just feel this love. And I believe that that's possible. Like when you sing, and it comes from like a genuine place, I feel like that can translate through your music and people can feel that. A lot of people have told me, they're like, it's so comforting. I feel this peace when I listen to music. And I'm like, that's not me. Like, I feel that too when I'm singing. And I maybe, like a combination of that and just the voice God has given me like to sing and just maybe more soothing. I don't know. But like mainly I believe that it's the music that I sing and like the power that comes behind it. So when people hear my name or like just hear my music, that's really what I want them to feel. And I just want them to know God's love, like through music. If that's what I can do, like that's amazing for me.
Awesome. So I know it's not always easy, through this journey of music. Who would you say is your support system? That group of people that you said you would consider the people that you draw energy from.
Oh, there are so many people, and actually, a lot of the people who have just been my like number one supporters have been men. I don't know how that's the case, but that's just is like my dad is always so supportive of anything that I do with school and just in my, like music, whatever it may be. He's always been the one telling me like, don't ever believe that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, whatever. He's always like, you can do it, you're great, you're designed for greater things than you can ever imagine, and just like encouraging me and reminding me of like God's promises. So he's definitely like number one supporter. But as for like the music aspect itself, I don't know if you think that I'm like this like musician or something, but I sing because I love it and I share it online. But I'm not like officially, you know, a singer. A lot of people have asked me to do gigs and stuff like that, but I'm just not there yet in my life. Like I'm prioritizing school and that whole thing. But for now, just with anything that I do, I feel like my family is so supportive. I have the most amazing friends, like my close friends. Everybody who's like close to me is just extremely supportive of what I do, and yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want you to cut yourself short, though. I know you may not be gathering a bunch of finances from it, but I mean, what you put out is quality. I would like to
Oh,
say
thank you.
it is quality, and I mean, I've been around singing forever,
Mm-hmm.
music forever, and I know quality when I see it. So
Oh, thank you.
don't cut yourself short. All right. So, what would you say is your greatest struggle in just trying to grow as a singer and a musician?
I think it's just that's a good question. Okay, so you're saying like as somebody who loves to sing, what's the thing that I face them? Okay, the critics, like I feel like because of the type of music that I share out there, there can be a lot of things. People focus so much on you know, the fact that is like God real, is he not, like why are you sharing this kind of music, and a lot of people don't comment on these things on my actual, like, you know, if I share it on Instagram or YouTube, but like they sent me personal things and they like criticize me for that, and I just feel like, you know, I don't ever force anything like upon people, but like when you love somebody or when you love something and you're passionate about something, you'll share it, and there'll be some people out there who don't agree with you, and that's totally fine. But like I'm not sharing anything bad. If anything, this is, you know, I'm sharing this because I love people and I love God and I want people to just receive this love. So I guess like the critics,
Well, I mean,
it kind of just like demotivates you.
I understand, and it can be tough, but if you're not doing anything, no one is going to say anything. So that means you're doing something. And
Yeah.
at least, I mean, usually, if someone sends you an email with some kind of issue, that's usually a good thing versus like posting it publicly. If someone is emailing you,
Yeah.
at least they care enough. Because
Have the decency, yeah.
right. Because online sometimes it could be brutal and nobody cares. They'll just like post it right on your comments. So if
Yeah.
they're actually taking the time out to send you an email, there's at least they're thinking about it, which is a good thing that you could have.
But I really don't want to. Sorry about that. I don't want to emphasize on that because the thing is, I don't receive it often.
Right.
It's just because you asked.
Right.
That
No,
would be
I
the
understand.
main thing.
Yeah, I understand 100%. So, what's going on next? What's next for Hannah?
What's next?
What do you plan to do? What's next?
For my music, you know, a lot of people actually lately have been asking me a lot, like, do you write your own music? Do you ever share it? Whatever. And lately, specifically, people have been asking me that, and I've always done it just for myself. I do spontaneous worship sometimes when I'm on the piano, and I just write things down, but I've never thought about sharing them because I never really thought of that. I've always just done covers and sing songs that are really just mean a lot to me, but I might start sharing my own music. Who knows?
Okay, cool. So, do you like? So, I know that you share online. So, what would you say is like the end game? Like, in the sense that, like, do you have some kind of idea? I know we don't know, and you know, as Christians, we try to be humble about it. But like, what is like some of the main goals in the dose of Hannah?
With Dose of Hanna,
Yeah.
you know, I've been thinking like lately. I feel like I haven't been really uploading a lot on my page, on Instagram page, because I just wanted to take some time off and think about this whole thing a bit and think of like where I want to like in what direction I'm going into. And you know, I'm a business student. I don't really share my major yet, and until I graduate, I just don't feel comfortable sharing my major that I'm studying. But I study a lot about like how to market yourself and all of these things. So I want to actually apply the things that I study, and I feel like you can, you know, I know what you said. You said, like, we try to be humble about it. And I feel like in the past, I used to think that, like, business was just, like, about making money and making money. And it's not all about that. It's just about trying to find a sustainable way to, like, grow something that you're, passionate about, or just, so I've been trying to think of, like, a different way to maybe even have a more targeted audience through a website. And just I have like a lot of ideas of what I want to do. This passion behind this whole thing stays the same, and the message that I want people to get, but I'm trying to bring a little more structure into it, but still balance my personal life, because this is not like, it is a priority of mine, but I'm still like, I'm still a regular person, and I have I have school, and I have work, and so.
Okay. So, I know you. So, in regards to you growing online, like, what was one thing that you've learned that you said really works with growing online?
Being genuine. Like, first of all, so many people are like, oh, it's oversaturated, like this whole I don't know, being an online content creator, whatever, on YouTube or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people are like, it's oversaturated, there's too many people out there. I'm like, no. I mean, if you try to be like everybody else, of course you're gonna kind of just like blend in, and you lose your value. Like, as a human being, you have something unique about you, about like your background, your just what you stand for, and all of these things. So I try my best to just, like, because it's so easy to paint myself as something that I'm not. Like, as I'm not saying I do that, but I'm saying, like, as somebody who shares their life online. Well, I don't really share my personal life, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just, like, make your life seem like it's something that it's not. But I feel like it's kind of pointless for me to do that. Like, if I'm given this platform, like, I want as much as possible to just, like, relate to people. And that's just anything that I try to do. I try to look at, like, what does, like, God think about this? How has he been in my life? And he's very personal. Like, even though he's the greatest thing and he's just, like, above everything, he still humbles himself to me, and I'm able to just, like, speak to him and relate myself to him. So I don't ever want to stand on a platform and be like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like being genuine, being yourself, is the most important thing, and it really brings value to what you do.
Right, because that's the one thing that the next person doesn't have, being yourself. So for growing singers, what advice would you give growing singers? Technique, anything you want to share.
Oh, I would say find your niche in music. I don't know if that would be the word, but I feel like when I think of the artists that I love the most, like, they're not all necessarily like worship artists, but like Ed Sheeran, let's say, like, they all have their specific style. Mm-hmm. And I think that you're always kind of expectant of, like, what kind of, just like a kind of style that you're going to get from them. So I think just trying to find that like that style, I guess, of yours. I feel like, me personally, I have a more soft voice, and I try to stick with that and not do too many risks. Even though you are capable of doing so many things with your voice, I think sometimes it gets a little too much. If I know a few artists that, like, they just do a little too much with their voice, but just staying, just keeping that raw voice in your music, and finding your style.
Nice. Yeah. Are you going to sing for us?
Am I? Okay, let me think of a song that I can sing. I'm near my piano right now. Do you know Oceans by Hillsong?
Yes, I do know it.
Okay, I'll sing that. Is the one who lives in great I am. Call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, the feet may fail. There I found you in the mystery. Oceans deep, my feet will stand. I will call upon you oceans rise, my soul to rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. And then it goes, Spirit leads me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit leads me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Yeah.
Woo!
There you go.
Nice.
My voice
Nice.
is a little like, because I woke up not too long ago. I didn't get to warm up, but yeah.
It's awesome. Well, thank you again, Hannah.
Thank you.
I hope this will be the first of many more interactions between me and you. But
Yes.
I hope you have a blessed day, and
Thank you.
thanks again.
Bye. It was really nice meeting you and
Same
talking
here.
with you.
Same here.
Okay.
Keep in touch.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
You can also stop by passionbeyondtheart.com to listen to past episodes and to learn more about the project. Blessings.